Couples Court. Go to krve.com and you can contact us so that you can be on the show for the court. It's where you guys are just having a disagreement over and over of the same thing, and you want to know our opinion. So we are going to welcome the couple of the day, Jeff and Mandy, to Couples Court. Good morning, guys.
Hi.
Morning. Hey, guys. So Jeff's the one that reached out to us. We're going to let him plead his case first in Couples Court. Jeff, take it away.
All right. Mandy and I have been married for a few years now, have a couple of kids together. They're amazing. But after she had our second, she decided she wanted to get a breast augmentation, which, I fully support.
Yeah, I bet you do.
yeah, of course I do. And she looks incredible, man. She looks better than she ever has. She looks amazing.
Thank you.
That's why this part was a little bit of a downer for me. We look forward to Halloween every year because we usually do parties. We really ham it up. And this year we have 2 really fun parties to go to. But she wants to dress. She has a costume already. She wants to be a Handmaid's Tale handmaid.
Oh, The Handmaiden's Tale.
Yeah.
That TV show.
No, The Handmaid's Tale.
I mean, it's not really topical anymore, but all right.
But people know who you are, Eric. When you go into a party dressed like that, they know exactly who that is.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to identify. But, I mean, it covers her from literally the top of her head to her feet. The red part goes neck to toe, and then she's got this big white bonnet that covers her head and face. And it's just like, you look so frumpy. What are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Wait, but
you are not saying
Wait,
this.
what do you expect her to dress up sexy for you? And you're mad because she's
we're going
wearing
to
a...
Halloween parties.
Hold up. Time out.
You,
Jeff, you legit came to us to say, well, my wife doesn't want to be the sexy corn candy witch because now she has new boobs. What are you saying?
that's funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, don't cover yourself up. You are a sexy woman. I want to show you off. You're beautiful. Let people see it.
So, Mandy, why The Handmaiden's Tale?
Well, it's my favorite show. It's a great show, and I always watch it. It's pretty addictive. If you are a fan of it, then you totally know. It's my favorite show.
Just because you have a good body doesn't mean you always have to show it off. A lot of women don't like to do that.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I'm a little liberal, but I'm also a mom of 2, and I don't feel like, as a married woman, I don't need to be, like, flaunting my sexuality. But at the same time, like, I just got my augmentation, and I don't need to just be, like, putting the twins on display when I'm sure people are kind of wondering maybe anyway.
I cannot even believe you, Jeff, that you thought it was a good idea to
try,
come to
though.
our show and be like, my wife won't show off her new boob augmentation. Are you out of your mind?
Previous Halloweens, we did sexy costumes together. Like this year, I'm going, as a pilot from Top Gun. I've got a tailored flight suit. I've got the aviator glasses, pull the zipper down a little bit, show a little chest.
Well, you need to zip that zipper all the way down so you can show off your goods, Jeff,
Yeah.
because that flight suit covers too much.
Nice
Oh,
navel.
my God.
I mean, don't dare me, okay?
Then why don't you go as another character from The Handmaid's Tale, and y'all can be that couple that pairs up like the TV or the movie couples.
Do you have to match, though, Roula, when you're, going to Halloween?
Like, you don't have to, but it's kind of more fun
It's
if
fun.
y'all kind of like, oh, I get you guys. I know who you guys are.
Like my wife and I would be like cop, and I'd be like the convict. I'd have that one with the stripes on it.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that before.
Jeff, I mean, you really sound cavemanish, dude. You can't expect her to have to sex it up for you.
Yeah, I'm just giving it my best effort here. I'd like to see a little
I kind of know what he means, though, really. Like, because my wife has a beautiful body, and sometimes I feel like she's very conservative. And
Right,
I'm
but
like,
you didn't bring you to the couples court and try to end your marriage over it.
But I would never tell her. But I'm always like, don't be afraid to. I mean, because sometimes she's like, is this too much cleavage? I'm like, I mean, my world's never enough. But
Even if you were someone who liked to dress in very skimpy Halloween costumes, like you just said, you just had the augmentation. And what I've learned from friends who've had that is you got to let those girls rest a little bit. They're a little higher than normal, and maybe it's not so comfortable. So, Jeff, maybe it's not comfortable for her anyway.
Maybe. I don't know. That's why we're here. I want you guys to
Well,
help
I don't
us.
think we're getting through to you, Jeff, so we're just going to make our ruling. It's really
I
simple.
think Jeff was hoping, there's 2 guys on this
Yeah.
judges.
Yeah, so all 3 of y'all can be cavemen?
Yeah. Like,
No, I'm not being a caveman. Jeff, you can't
Right.
do that. I'm ruling in your
I
wife's favor.
appreciate you guys. Thank you.
going
I
with
mean,
you.
I apologize that your man thought that we could go his way, but no.
By the way,
You do you.
It's a
and you wear
compliment,
what you
though,
want.
Rula. In a way, it's a compliment, don't you think?
He wants to show off his
is.
girl. He's really impressed.
He loves their body.
Listen, we have had couples courts in the past that people have called us to say, like, hey, maybe it's the opposite. Like the one of the partners is embarrassing, quote unquote, embarrassing the other partner by the way they dress, whether it was really sloppy with like stains on his shirt or holes in his shirt, or the girl was maybe being a little too exposure. But in this case, I don't see how on paper maybe Jeff thought, well, and maybe somebody else thinks I can convince her to show off her new bod. But it's your wife. It's her choice. So have fun at with the Handmaid's Tale party.
You really want to go to a party where you're going to have other men staring at your wife's
ogling her
boobies?
He's coming home with me, so.
Okay.
All right, he's confident, but it doesn't matter. The point is
I'm going to have
moot.
the most comfortable costume, and I'm very excited. And I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you.
Thanks for betraying me, guys.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, dude.
Thank you.
Okay.
Betrayed you.
Man.
You just made a wrong move, man. You thought that we were going to go with that. That's the most awkward thing.
She does that, then she gets noticed at the party. Next thing you know, you're on roses.
Right.
I don't think that's a big stretch there.
How did he think that we were going to be like, yes, you should show off everything you've got. Take off that Handmaid's Tale cloak.
I mean, you can't repress somebody if they want to dress a certain way. You can't order them.
Well, to Eric's point, earlier he was saying that, can you imagine if the tables were turned on couples courts when we do this kind of stuff? Like, whatever the problem is. In this case, if the tables were turned, the guy's like, my wife wants to dress sexy, but I don't think she has the body to pull it off. Can you convince her to wear the Handmaid's Tale?
Who would be dumb enough to say that?
You know what I mean? It's almost the same dumb enough to say, tell my wife, convince her to show off her body.
Yeah, what was the other way around? Yeah, she wanted to be a sexy witch. Sense. I think she'd be better off wearing the cloak and being a handmaid.
So you're trying to say like,
that's way worse.
No, hon, you can't pull it off. Don't wear that.
All right, for those just tuning in, we have Michelle standing by. Let me get Michelle on the phone real quick. Hi, Michelle. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
Michelle, you are Texter 104. Congratulations. Yeah. You're going to the Nutcracker Market. Yay.
Oh, my God. That makes my day.
Oh, my gosh. When's the last time you went to the Nutcracker Market? Have you been before?
I have. I actually used to go every year with my mom, but she passed about 2 years ago, so I kind of stopped going, but I'm ready to get back to it.
Oh, good. Because, you made some great mama memories there, and maybe that'll help you feel closer to her. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's hard to do that, but
there's a lot of the same vendors are around in the same area. That's why I like how they keep the same people in the same area, so you know every year.
So
I'm excited.
The Houston Nutcracker Market is going to happen November the 9th through the 12th. You now have a 4-pack of general admission tickets, Michelle, and you are the first finalist for that chance to shop till you drop with that $1,000 and get tickets to that Wednesday night preview party. Oh,
that preview party is the most coveted slot in town.
Well, I'm excited.
Good. Hold on the line. Let's get your information off the air. Thanks for listening. We're going to do this again at 10 o'clock, then again at 2 p.m., and then again at 5 p.m. So every day this week, 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m. Be listening for the text keyword to make you the winner of the general admission tickets. And then that makes you a finalist for the shop till you drop. So you can go there. If you want to learn more about the Houston Ballet Nutcracker Market, just go to their website, houstonballet.org.
Just seeing that photo really just pulled it up. It gets me excited.
The photo is of the floor of the vendors with the crowd, and it's unreal. And
what do you think is your favorite item that you've ever got there? Like, what is it's like, wow, I love this.
I mean, I've got a lot of stuff there. A lot of holiday stuff. I've used my wreaths for years from there on my doors.
Just from memory wise, there's this for my oldest Ariana, it was a tent, and you put her name on it.
The teepee, yes.
The teepee, and you can fold, and they had so many fun years with that thing.
You always see all these women walking out with these giant teepees, and because they're big, you have to like store them somewhere before you can get to your car. And basically, it's like, the sticks are all however teepees work. I don't know how real teepees work, but like a tent
that spreads out
with the sticks, and you have to figure out how to like make it max space. And your kids are in there's a little peekaboo window, and you can get it monogrammed.
And then all the foods, like for me,
cute.
It's the toffee. That toffee that we had last year. Oh my God!
There's some guy
so good.
I forget the guy's name. He's there every year.
The dip guy.
Like he lost a lot of weight the last couple of years.
Guy.
First time I didn't recognize him 4 years ago, and he has the pretzels, all those dips.
The dips.
So
and
good.
There's a lot of stuff that you can find
I remember my own pretzels.
Different shops here. However,
he's bringing his own pretzels. He's just got like
so weird.
He's got a it's like in Napoleon Dynamite how he puts tater tots in his pockets.
Yeah.
Eric just puts pretzel sticks in his pockets, comes around and starts dipping.
I'm not bringing those little ones I hand out. I'm going to bring those big ones that look like cigars.
Oh, the pretzel rods.
Let's go in there.
Pretzel rods, yeah.
Go to HoustonBallet.org to see all the details about the Houston Ballet Nutcracker Market. You can see pictures there. You can see the times they'll be open. It's for 4 days.
Somebody text Roula. They want to know, what day do you recommend people to go?
Oh, wow.
If it's just the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Listen, I think Thursday's great because that's the latest they're open. They're open on Thursday till 8 p.m. A lot of people will crowd in there for that early bird that starts at 8:30, but most of the people start to thin out by 3 o'clock because they have their kids getting out of school and they got to get out of there and get along their day. So they get their shopping out of the day and then they leave. I feel like the sweet spot is
Like
on
2
Thursday
o'clock to
between
8?
3 and 8 p.m. That's when I like to go because I feel like it's a little more calm then. And then, of course, you've got Friday. Of course, you've got Saturday's crazy
last
because
year-
everybody has day off.
Last year you
Last year I
most of
missed
it.
it because I had the death flu.
Remember we did the show?
Oh, I do remember that.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe how sick I
It was
was. It was
sausage fest.
insane.
Yeah, we're like, it's not the same without Roula.
Hey, we were the only 4 guys in there. Literally. It was kind of
Wait,
fun.
hold on now. We did have that guy that one year. He said that he goes to the Nutcracker Market to hit on drunk women.
Oh, yeah.
And he would
Turns
help
out they're
them.
mostly married. You got to make sure they get doing
Yeah.
rings.
The problem
There's a lot
is,
of girls that go in groups and they're single. They just have all their matching T-shirts.
because
and
it's
they're
so
there for
many
the
women,
mimosas.
the problem that we were encountering is like there was nowhere for us to pee because they converted the men's bathroom into women's bathrooms.
yeah.
Yeah, for
I'm like,
every
oh,
4
where
women's
can I
restroom,
go?
there's 1 men's. So you got to watch because the ladies will walk into the men's
And
because
it's
they're
like you guys
supposed to.
can't use the urinals.
Yeah, except for 2 years ago when I went. It was like the end of Thursday night. No, I'm sorry, it was the end of Sunday, and the lady was like, "No, this bathroom is closed. Somebody was overserved."
Oh.
You know what I do need
They
is
made a huge mess in there.
they had those candles with like celebrities on them and stuff. At one place. Like, and then they also have athletes like Jose Altuve. I need to get one of those
the
prayer candles or whatever.
Yes, the prayer candles.
I need to get one of those for tonight. Light that
Get
up.
your
Come on,
candles out.
Altuve. Do
We'll
it
take
again.
it. We'll take it. Hey,
We're
coming
actually
up
doing it
next.
for Tucker.
Oh,
Tucker
yeah. No
showed me
kidding. I
something.
was going to say, coming up next, we're going to get Jason on the line. Jason really needed help after Rose's last week. Do you remember how broken he was at
All
the
I
end of
remember
that?
is that the Astros got their butts kicked last night. You have to remind us all what happened on Thursday. I feel like
Well, we'll
forever
give you a
ago.
little
This guy's
recap.
I had the
We'll play
high
you-
of the Altuve home run on Friday, 2 days of that glory, and then last night's punch in the gut.
Yep.
I don't know what we did last week.
Well,
on
we'll
this
play
show.
a little bit of a recap of what Jason had to endure from Heather, and then we'll actually talk to him and find out what's happened since that call.
He was. I do remember he was beat down. That was
Oh,
not
yeah.
good. Emotionally beat down. We'll talk. We'll get the recap and the update next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, parental discretion is advised. Jason and Heather have been dating, but she has cheated at least 2 times. She claims one of the times that she cheated, she had actually been roofied, which was questionable. You know, you can't really make that accusation. No, you weren't. But there were 2 other times that she definitely did cheat. And he's just thinking, oh, my God, I think she's going to do it again. So Roula was going to go ahead and offer Heather a staycation.
You can tell from Jason's voice in the recap that he's beat down emotionally.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. And that's why we were like, oh, man, this girl's
This
not
poor
treating you
guy
right.
has just made him
So
feel
I offer her
horrible.
I offer her the staycation, and I wanted the name of the companion party she was going to bring along, and she had bigger plans than that. Here's what happened when Jason was listening into my conversation with Heather.
Can I bring 2 guys? Can I bring Tim and Jonathan?
Well, I'm just letting you know that it's 1 room with a king-size bed. So I don't know how cozy y'all want to get, but it's really room for 2.
That's totally fine. The names would be Tim and then it would be Jonathan. Is there a way to make this like a 3-day weekend?
You're going to have to purchase the extra days. But before I get the email to you, let me get you this one more fact you need to know.
You need to know her name is Roula. I'm Ryan. You're on 104.1 KRBE. You're on the Roula and Ryan Show. Eric is with us as well, and so is your boyfriend, Jason. Jason, tell her what's going on.
What are you doing? We just went to therapy. I thought we just got through this.
Whoa. What is this?
Your boyfriend, Jason, wanted me to call you to listen into that whole thing and see if you would take him on a romantic getaway, and you did not choose him at all.
No, I would not take him because he's boring.
He's your boyfriend. You guys live together. Why would you not
boring.
take him?
Why would I take him to something that was this awesome, free, amazing thing when I live with him and have to see him every day?
I don't understand this.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't understand this.
Heather, I love you so much. Why are you doing this to us?
Oh my God, you are just so pathetic. I will do whatever I want, all right? We moved in together because you needed me to help you with bills. You loved me.
I thought you were moving in with me because you loved me, not because you felt sorry for me and you were doing a charity thing. What's going on?
We were compatible. It was fine. But listen, I like having my life the way that I like it. I like going out. I like hanging out with my friends. And you never want to go out. And so I'm sorry that you're boring.
Heather, have you cheated on him nonstop throughout this whole relationship?
That is none of your business.
Why do you want to be with him then? If he's so boring, why be with him?
Because we have a good thing going. We are good together. We both make good money, and we have a good life. You love to have my life and my own thing, too.
If I don't know what to do, maybe I can watch you and I can see what these guys are doing, and I can learn from that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, Jason,
Are you
no.
losing your marbles?
You sound terrible.
No, what are you saying? Jason, this woman does not love you.
You've been beaten down, dude. You deserve so much better.
I'm just willing to do whatever it takes to make this relationship work.
We have a good life, and I'll do whatever the I want.
You know what, Heather? That is not a healthy relationship. It's about, it's about 50%
Control.
him and 50% you.
I don't think you're going to get anything with her. She's
No,
Yeah,
let's
you're
just
right.
go.
You're right.
We're going to just turn her line down.
I'm gonna
Jason.
hang
You
up
don't
on
hear
Heather.
any more of that.
I feel bad for
If that's
Jason.
how she talks to you.
Bye, Heather. She's
Jason,
awful.
does she talk to you like that all the time? Like real controlling, like bullyish, like to kind of beat you down? Like, how dare you try and talk back to me?
Only when she's cheating on me.
Do you want this the rest of your life? I mean, you deserve so much more. You don't deserve to be talked to that way. You certainly don't need to share her with somebody.
I just don't know what I'm going to do. Like, you guys just don't understand how much I love this girl.
We were just like feeling so bad for him. Eric, you actually helped him out. You gave him some numbers and, because Roula, you brought up the fact that Houston Area Women's Center can actually work with men as well. Because, I mean,
Abused men also, because that's
He is abused.
people are, they're like, how does a man get abused? Well, believe it or not, they do.
Yep.
So let's check back in with him and see how it's been since that phone call. Good morning, Jason.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
hey, Jason,
Hey,
it's
buddy.
going well, but Eric put you through with some professionals.
Jason.
I know.
hug you.
Did you call any of those therapists that we gave you the numbers for?
Well, I ended up talking to my dad, well, I did, yes, and she did agree to go back to therapy, so we are going to...
Well, you're going to the same therapist?
We don't want you to go to therapy with her. We want you to seek out your own therapist.
Well, I talked to my dad, and he suggested that I live my life. He said apparently he went through a similar situation with Mom, and this is how he dealt with it, and that I should just live my life. And
Did you know this?
I did not. Apparently, my mother was cheating on my father with some people, and his way of dealing with it, but still keeping the family unit together, was that he just kind of went off and started doing his own thing. And so he just recommended that if I really love this girl and I really want to be with her, then I should do that. And then just
Your dad's telling you to go out and cheat on her?
Well, telling me to stay with her. It's not going to be really cheating. I mean, it's
Wait, so your dad cheated, or your mom cheated on your dad?
Yeah.
And you never knew this?
Multiple guys.
I did not, and apparently it was definitely multiple guys. Apparently she'd been doing it for...
God, you've had a bad week, dude.
This is the worst weekend ever, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's a whole other thing you got to unpack.
I think
Talking
that's-
to your mom and dad about that.
Now, what terrible advice, though.
That's
I
bad
mean,
advice.
you don't want to just live with her and go out and have your own fun. That's not a relationship.
Does your dad seem happy? I mean, if you think about it, does your dad really seem happy with your mom?
Dad always seemed pretty sad and depressed.
And you want that for yourself?
I think it was more the fact that he was kind of locked in with the kid and he was doing it for me. But
And you're not.
He's helping me to pay the rent, and then, I can go have my fun too. And
Like your dad couldn't escape.
Okay, guys, but do you not hear that he had responsibilities? You don't. You don't have a child with
Yeah,
this
so it's
woman.
not the same thing as your dad.
You're
then.
not married. Y'all aren't married. You can totally cut and run. You should totally cut and run. I don't know why your dad wants you to stay with Heather knowing that you guys aren't even married and don't share kids.
I just really think that being with her is going to be the best thing for me. I mean, I just really think that...
Did you come from like a long line of pushovers? I feel like you and your dad. Is your grandpa a pushover too?
I don't know if it's a pushover, Eric. I think
You
that
guys,
it's a pattern of abuse.
How about this, guys? Can we focus
Sucks.
more on why he said that he thinks that he needs to be with her? Why do you think you need to be with Heather?
When it's clicking, guys, I
It's
don't know
not
how else to
clicking.
explain it.
This is
well,
not
I'm
what
saying
clicking
when
is.
it's clicking.
When it's clicking, you know what
now.
happened, Jason? She broke down your self-esteem so much that you felt like, this is all I deserve. You deserve so much more, dude.
It's like a car, that lemon law. Like it drives really well, but then it breaks down like every 2 months.
But you've already fallen in love with that
I
car.
just
You don't
love
want to get
though.
rid of
When
it.
it's clicking, it's going fast. I just love it. No, it's a piece of junk. Need to move on.
Trade in.
But it's like, that piece of junk. You got to put the work in it. You got to get under the
You've
hood.
put the work in, dude. You
Well,
have put the work in.
Unfortunately, you have other mechanics working under the hood,
Oh,
and you should be the only mechanic.
enough of the damn metaphors, okay?
So do you guys really think I need a therapist?
Yes, honey, yes, all day, yes. We said that to you last week, and we say it now. Do not go back to the person that you have been seeing with Heather. You need to find a totally separate person. I thought that some of the information you got last Thursday from us off the air may have helped do that, but if you need us to give it to you again, we will do it again. Don't go anywhere. Hold on the line, and we will give you more of that access.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that.
All right, man. Take care. I'll keep in touch, okay?
Okay, promise?
Yeah, we do. We'll make sure that, we're staying in touch.
I promise. I'm not going to...
Well, I mean, you have to make sure you follow through. We can give you the tools, but you got to use them, right? And also, it just now struck me as I was talking to him. At some point, we talked real close to his phone. He kind of sounded like Tom Brady. Did y'all get that from him?
I thought he sounded like your husband.
No, I think, can you... We record everything we do on our show like it's going for the podcast later. Like every word we say is being tapped for the podcast. But that guy sounded like Tom Brady just now to me.
I didn't mean to attack him too, but I feel like they're not pushovers. I guess they need to
stand up for themselves.
Stand up. I feel so bad for this guy.
I know I sound like a broken record,
it's
but
a family pattern of codependence.
You get beaten down, and you feel like this is the norm. I guess, this is how relationships are supposed to be, and you don't realize that they're not supposed to be.
You know your worth. You'll find somebody. I mean, just what do you always say about settling?
Do not take the word literally.
Yes.
Do not literally settle just as somebody told you to.
Some people are afraid of being alone. Maybe it's because of the holidays. You go and see your family. Oh, you with anybody?
Have you settled down? Okay, I guess I will then.
Yeah.
It's like your self-worth is just so damaged, and it just sucks.
Most people just are over it that he doesn't even have kids with this lady and they're not married.
I don't understand that.
I'm saying,
that's like
cut and run.
Abuse.
And why is his dad telling him to stay with her? They don't have any responsibilities together.
Tom Brady, cut and run. Tom Brady, cut and run. I'm telling you, we got to play that back. You're going to hear his voice more and more.
Then help with the guy.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to help the guy.
But I mean, now I'm stuck on it. The last couple of words he said, he got real close to the phone. It sounds like can you run that back a little bit?
Someone said he's a simp.
Hang on, let's find
Let's hear just a little bit where he's talking. Like in the middle. Just pick anywhere in our voice files.
I talked to my dad, and he suggested that I live my life. He said apparently he went through a similar situation with Mom, and this is how he dealt with it.
That's Tom Brady.
Live my life.
Did you know this?
I did not.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it either.
Hear it.
I don't know what Tom Brady sounds like.
I'm just trying to think.
I'm with you. Roula. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Well, Tom Brady, go on YouTube real quick. Let's get an interview with him. No, I just want to hear his voice.
Tom Brady.
Maybe because I don't picture Tom Brady being a pushover.
No, I know, but something struck me in the last couple of sentences he said before we hung up with him. I was like, God, I sound so familiar. Sounds like Tom Brady.
People think Tassos.
No, my husband has a different,
he does sound
kind of
like
feel to his voice. I don't know that because Tom Brady, he's done so many interviews where he's just like so relaxed. He doesn't show a lot of emotion.
All right, bring it up, Mama. I got Tom Brady.
He doesn't show emotion.
Always have an absolute.
That's not him.
No,
that's
he's asking a question.
Here it comes.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove the way to see what
interviewer.
His swing looks as good as it did at 3 years old as it did, as he grew older, or certain players that had this unbelievable prodigy aspect to themselves. I saw myself as someone who probably
Tom
had
Brady
some other traits
voice,
that maybe were hard to identify, but that were really sustainable over time, which was, I would say, work ethic and discipline.
He sounds like somebody who got Liev Schreiber guy from
Ray Donovan.
I don't know his voice. Is he married to Naomi Watts?
Why are we analyzing what this poor man's voice sounds like? He needs help, for God's sakes.
Well, he sounds like I can't say it on the radio, but hopefully.
What? What's wrong, Eric?
What? He's a
moving on.
Oh,
Eric,
I think you wanted. Yeah, you wanted to say wussy.
Moving on. Do not. We're going to try and get that guy to see the light. I don't know if it's possible, but we'll try and get him to see the light. Okay. So all this crazy chaos with Jada and Will talking about what their marriage is really like. There is a superhuman actress that everyone loves and reveres and respects, who just came out with her own Jada Will story. It's not just one Hollywood couple. We'll talk about it next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. All right, so as Will and Jada are making the news because Jada's book is out, and she's talking about how she and Will have really not been together, but they're not legally divorced. And, after he slapped Chris Rock in her honor, it made her walk out of the Oscars as his wife again and all that stuff. And everyone has their opinions on how they are handling their personal relationship. Meryl Streep and her husband of 45 years, she reveals, have been separated for 6 years.
What?
Yeah. She said they always take care of each other. They always look out for each other, but they've just chosen to have lives that are apart. It could be that some people see a sloppy public experiment in unconditional love when referring to Will and Jada. But I don't think people have as much of a heated opinion about Meryl Streep saying this. Because that's all she's saying. Like, well, we've been separated for 6 years.
I mean, it's her business. It's like whatever works for you, you do you, and people need to not worry about it.
Well, when you're married for 45 years and you have adult kids and grandkids and, I can't speak to, I don't think I have had any conversations with anyone on this show that has been married 50 plus years that decided to take off on their mate. Have we ever had that person call in ever? Have we ever had someone have we had anybody listen to this show who's been married 50 years? Because you almost can't make it that long anymore.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we've had somebody.
If you got married at 20, you'd only be 70.
We never asked them to call in and say, hey, did you guys divorce at year 51? Because you just couldn't take it anymore.
And
you know what I mean?
People think you're still together?
Yeah, because I feel like at some point, don't you just kind of feel like just for companionship? Right?
Yeah.
You've been married 51 years. Let's say you got married at 20. You are 71 years old now, and now you're going to go find your own apartment? You're like, I've been in this house for 50 years. Yeah. I'll just go to my corner.
I'll do my thing, you do your thing. You do your hobby, you go golf, and I'm going to go.
They're roommates. They're roommates that get along.
I mean, I'm just thinking.
Does that mean they're dating? No, I'm just intrigued by that part. As Meryl Streep, does she see
going
anyone?
out with other people,
or is she just saying celibate? Does she?
They say she was wearing her wedding band at an event in Spain on Friday.
I was just checking how old she is. So she's 74. Why couldn't she date? She could absolutely still be dating.
I mean, if they're still married.
Yeah, in the same house.
Yeah, they're not divorced. They're just separated.
Roula, wasn't this on And Just Like That? Like one of the characters,
let's think.
Carrie's new friend. Like she was seeing a guy, then she found out he was still living with.
Right. The real estate agent lady.
Yes.
Her boyfriend was like, "Oh yeah, but we're not divorced." She goes, "What? What do you mean you're not divorced?"
Deal breaker for her.
He's like, "Well, we just live separate."
Yeah, that should be a deal breaker.
He's like, "No, I'm 50 plus, and I am not here to be somebody else's. Hey, I'm just in this limbo with the other lady."
Yeah.
So is that like Ahmad's Golden Girls?
Yes.
It kind of is.
Wouldn't it be?
It kind of
But Ahmad, did you watch Sex in the City?
When even younger than him, I'm watching these old ladies. It's like the same thing. He's like, he's watching
they're actually older than the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls were only like some of them.
No, they're in the same age group now. They're in their 50s. All of those women are in their 50s. The Golden Girls were in their 50s. The oldest was in her 60s.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the Golden Girl actresses and the actresses from And Just Like That on Max are the same age window.
They do not look the same. They're all in like glamorous outfits. Yeah, no.
Everything was real like frumpy grandma-ish in the 80s.
My hometown Walmart in Ottawa, Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
And you see a 57-year-old woman.
Look at a 40-year-old there, and then look at a 55-year-old here, like, go to River Oaks, some area, go
if
eat.
you've got money, you're going to look better.
You're going to see, wow. No, or even the Walmart looks a lot different.
No moo-moos, no
moo-moos.
No
I
readers.
see just the opposite of moo-moos there. I see people wearing like clothes that are really barely covering anything.
That's a really interesting observation, Kev, that this is 100% Ahmad's Golden Girls.
I love it.
But they're the glam girls. The Golden
So when they
girls.
started doing the Golden Girls, Rue McClanahan was 51. Sarah Jessica Parker's 58. So they're actually even older.
Yeah, but not all of them were 51. I think.
How about the main
B.
one?
Arthur?
B. Arthur was older. But anyway, they're all in their 50s. Big deal. It's like, detail picking.
It's a Ryman over here with numbers. Yeah.
What's the name? They're 6 years apart. 7 years apart.
Did you watch Sex in the City, though? Did you watch the original?
So I've seen like clips and a couple of episodes. I had a roommate who was really into it, and sometimes I'll just chill with him and watch it. It's funny. I do miss Samantha.
Yeah, she always had those.
Samantha.
But now when I went back to watch some of the original Sex and the City after And Just Like That came out. And, when that came out the first time, I didn't watch it because I just felt like, oh, that's some older show. I don't know. I just didn't connect with Sex and the City until the last season. I thought it was really fun and glamorous. But I just feel like now it's so freaking toxic to see Carrie go back and forth with Big. I'm just like, this is a bad relationship. I would not want my daughter in
he
this.
paid the ultimate price, didn't he?
It's so crazy. I don't know. And things don't really stand the test of time sometimes. That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Doing your Meryl Streep.
KRBE with what's going down.
Brandon Priestley.
Town.
All right, it's brought to you by Duncan. Yeah, that's all. Okay, so it's do or die time tonight, 7 o'clock. The Stros take on the Rangers, please, dear God.
Stros take on the hose. Yeah.
So
We're
according
down,
to
Oklahoma.
Eric, hold on, can we say this to all Roula and Ryan Show listeners? You know, Eric and I are the most passionate Astros fans in this room. I have watched every single game since I had my surgery
season.
July 19.
I am one game away from having a chance to win $31,000.
Yeah, that's true. No, they have to win the World Series.
They have to win all the World Series.
They have to win it.
I said a chance.
Oh, a chance. Okay.
I said one game away from
He
a
bought
chance.
the Mattress Mac gallery furniture thing.
All
Anyway,
the memes I saw last night, I said, sorry about that furniture, folks.
What I'm saying, my point is that Eric said he would. I said, would you rather go to the World Series and lose? Because Tucker's not on his game, Pena's not on his game, Framber's not on his game, and Eric, what did you say?
I want them to win for two reasons.
You want them to win the ALCS no matter what, even if we lose the World Series.
But because then you get that pennant up there, so you'll see that forever.
True, true.
And I don't want to see these Ranger fans trolling for 1 year. That's the worst. I could take Philly
I think
fans
I just turn off the trolling.
Yeah, they're far away.
Because
I don't want Dallas thinking they're better than us.
that's not Dallas. It's Arlington.
It's Arlington.
Well, yes.
Don't insult Arlington like that. It's Arlington. It's not Dallas.
Well, it is.
Dallas does not
It's
have a
about the
baseball
difference
team.
between,
That's why
like-
I call the Texas Rangers, because they know everyone would be like, Arlington.
Yeah.
Is that in like West Virginia or?
No, I mean,
somewhere
if you're
over
not
there or
familiar with
something?
Dallas, so picture like the distance between downtown Houston and
Picture
Katy.
a toilet of sewage water.
Oh my God. Did you see that guy on Friday, by the way? Wait, did you see the guy on Friday?
Yeah, and I can say 'cause I
on
live there.
Friday, when Altuve hit the home run in the top of the ninth and just deflated that entire place where the Rangers play, Globe Life Stadium, all the Rangers fans were coming out, and of course their news station's like, well, how are you guys feeling about the loss? Just like the people here did last night.
Like
and the guy goes,
I tried.
yeah, this
Not
guy
as easy,
goes, yeah, I know, right? The guy goes, just remember, Houston cannot turn on a water faucet or take a shower without somebody in Dallas flushing their toilet. And I was like, whatever, bro. Dude, you're in Arlington. It is Arlington.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's
right.
true,
You don't have a
though.
team. It's Arlington. I asked my husband that last night. Why didn't they call them? Why didn't Dallas get that team? Like, Dallas has the Cowboys. Why didn't Dallas get a baseball team?
It's Arlington Cowboys as well.
True, because
they're
the
out there as
Cowboys
well.
play
The
in
Cowboys
Arlington.
Stadium is right next door.
And it always has
to the
been,
Rangers.
right? It has never been in Dallas
Irving.
proper.
No, they were in Irving for a long time.
Okay.
They played in Dallas where Cotton Bowl.
But how
Where they
far
do
is
the-
Irving from Dallas Metro?
It was really close to a place called Euless, Texas.
so
Useless.
closer to another place than
Useless
Dallas Metro.
Texas.
Useless
My
Texas.
point is,
You can tell I did not enjoy my 4 years of living in Dallas.
No.
well, my point is, when they got their team, why didn't they land there? So it is Dallas versus Houston versus Arlington,
Because
and
it's-
Texas versus Houston. It's just very
Because
confusing.
it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
cheaper
it's
real
cheaper.
estate. If you look at most of the major stadiums around the nation,
Football.
yeah, they're not in like
How
hot.
about the New York Giants and Jets? They don't even play in New York.
Oh yeah, they play in Jersey. You're right.
Meadowlands.
At the same stadium.
Yeah, they shared it.
That's so weird. That's so weird. Anyway, let's go, Stros.
All right, coming
Win
up
the
next.
ALCS,
We
and
got
then we'll
this.
see what happens.
Coming up
after
next, I did something over the weekend, which I think some people would think is really strange.
Not normal.
Not normal.
But I'm not going to bash you for it if you enjoy doing it.
And you don't even know the half of it.
Maybe part of what you did could be deemed as normal, but then you took it a step further,
That
and where
made it
then
not
people
normal.
be like,
made it not normal.
Weird.
Call in with something that you do, and you just want to know: is it normal or
Am
is
I
it
normal?
Something.
713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show.